Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of voice of radio, so today we need to do that thing we do where we're having a little bit of a roundup. You see, Incandescent Arcana is coming out at the end of this week over in Japan, so it's about gosh darn time that we had a good old look at all of the cards we've not yet looked at. And because of taking a week to go to the World Championships, etc., there are a lot of cards we haven't had a chance to have a look at yet. We got, I don't know, like 20, 25, somewhere in that region, cards to take a look at today. So let's go and have a good old dig in. Shout out to the lovely Joe from Cerebi.net for providing some of the translations, and me for doing some of the translations myself. I'm honestly absolutely delighted I can do some myself now. It makes me very happy indeed. So we might as well go in set order then, and we might as well start off with Yanmega. Who doesn't love a Yanmega? And what we've got here is single energy, 20 to the active, 20 to the bench. We've seen this attack be good in the past, but on basics, not on stage ones. And free energy, 160, this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. But it's free energy on a fairly weak stage 1 that doesn't KO Pokemon V, so I'm not loving it. Shout out to the free retreat though, the free retreat is rather lovely. Now we have a new Carnivine coming in here as well. Single energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and asleep. I'm sort of going to make a terrible pun here, don't sleep on this one. Because actually, this could be kind of annoying in the early game. Single energy, basic Pokemon, keep an eye. 2 energy, 40 damage, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Nah. Maybe as a single energy attack. Definitely not as a 2 energy attack. Now, Hisuian LILLIGANT has absolutely wonderful Mitsuhiro Arita artwork. And I do need to just give some love to the Petalil here. This is Hyaganasuke. And oh my goodness, I love this Petalil. Now, the good news is, I mean, it's not the 2 energy, 50 damage, that's not good news. But for 0 energy, remember Hisuian Pokemon can have free attacks, search your deck for up to 2 basic grass energy and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Yeah, again, we've seen this attack be good in the past on basic Pokemon. I'd rather have this on basic Pokemon for 1 energy than stage 1 Pokemon for 0 energy. It just seems a step too slow. Now, there is an actual Calyrex card here. I know. 2 energy, 30 damage. Search the deck for any 2 cards and put them into your hand. This I really like. This is good. Because in the early game, you're searching for whatever you need to set up. You're getting a little bit of damage on the board at the same time as well. Doing damage, searching any 2 cards. Sure, your opponent can do some hand disruption to try and stop you, but I still adore this. Free energy, 90 damage, I don't like. It does heal 20 from each of your Pokemon, so although it is expensive, against a spreading deck, there is potential for this second attack, although I'm not absolutely loving it. You know what I am loving? The Arcanine. Okacheke only gets 1 card in this set, but oh, it's a good one, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good one. Between the Hisuian Arcanine being playable and this Arcanine having Okacheke artwork, me and that dog, you know, we're well, kind of in tune lately. Now, what we see here is single energy, 30 damage, attach a fire from your discard to this Pokemon. And we've talked about this a lot, but I don't like attacks that attach to the Pokemon that's attacking, because you don't do much damage, you attach an energy, and then you sit there waiting to be hit by your opponent. Seems super awkward. But then for free energy, 100 damage, but against a Pokemon V, 100 more. And this is what we're talking about. You go and whack a choice bout on there, and all of a sudden, you are getting a 1-hit KO on basically any Pokemon V for free energy. Plus, let's not forget, we've got Magma Basin, which incidentally is way better than the first attack for accelerating that energy. And you've got a single prize Pokemon that can go and get 1-hit KOs on basically any Pokemon V. Yes. I love this. 200 damage, free energy, and we got a way to accelerate it. Not all the Pokemon in this video I'm going to be sitting here and saying are good, but this Pokemon, I'm telling you, if you're playing a fire deck with Magma Basin, huge potential with this Arcanine. I am a really rather big fan indeed. Go Arcanine! Speaking of dog-like things, although it's not actually a dog, we've got Entei. Now this one I translated all by my lonesome, and I'm very happy about that. Free energy, 90 damage is fine. And if it's got energy attached to it, the ability gives it free retreat. Any fire energy must specifically be fire energy. Nah. If you're going to get excited about fire Pokemon in this video, get excited about Arcanine. But wait! What about Volcanion? Yeah, there's a weirdly large amount of legendary and mythical Pokemon in this video. 2 energy, 30 damage isn't getting it done. But free energy, if you've got any water energy attached, 80 more damage. And what's really weird here, this is exactly the same pretty much as the white Kyurem that actually saw a little bit of play a little while ago. It's the one from Lost Thunder, and what it did was for 2 water, 1 colorless, 80 damage. If there's any fire energy attached, it does 80 more. So it's the same card. It's got pretty much the same first attack, although White Kyurem did get to discard a stadium, which I don't see why that's been taken away. But you got same retreat cost, same HP. The only difference is the water energy in the attack cost has been replaced by fire, and the fire energy in the effect has been replaced by water. It's really weird. Worth pointing out, though, that one of the reasons White Kyurem was viable was because there was a cool combo with Arceus Prism Star getting the energy out, and unfortunately here, I don't think we're in the same format we were. So yes, this is basically the same as White Kyurem. No, this isn't going to really see any play, even though Arceus Prism Star meant the White Kyurem did. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but I had to point out how creepily similar those cards are. No way that's a coincidence. Salazzle I don't like as a Pokemon. I'm still salty that my male Salandit never evolved. What we've got here is single energy, 20 damage, flip a coin for confusion. No. Not on a stage 1 and on a coin flip, no. And then 2 energy, 60 damage plus burn. It's not enough damage for 2 energy on a low HP stage 1. Simple as that. Now Articuno is a very interesting card. What we've got here is single energy 20, that's not interesting. But for 2 energy, 70 damage, 50 to yourself, automatic paralysis. And the thing is, sure you have to do 50 to yourself, and it's not a you may. It is a you always do 50 to yourself. But that means you can use this attack twice, paralyze your opponent twice, and not be KO'd. You get a little bit of water energy acceleration here, and you are looking at a very, very interesting card indeed. Automatic paralysis is not to be sniffed at. Now, Wailord, we haven't been waiting long for a new Wailord. One actually got cut from Lost Origin. Boo! But now we got a new Wailord, and you know how Wailord works at this stage. 220 HP is huge. 5 energy, 180 is huge in terms of energy cost and damage. And then 3 energy, 80 damage, heal 30. Once again, this is Gym Leader Challenge territory. Single prize Pokemon, 220 HP, colorless energy, healing 30. Yeah. This is going to be good, ladies and gentlemen, although it does have competition from the other Wailord that are legal in Gym Leader Challenge. Now, Love Disc is cool, but it's never competitively viable, and on the face of it, single energy, 20 damage, no, but actually, for a single water energy, it's got a shuffle, draw 5, shove your hand into your deck, draw 5 cards, and it's not stunning, but as a turn 1 going second, I've got a bad hand attack. This is not actually terrible. Now, Kyogre comes back in here, and we've got single energy, search your deck for 2 water energy and attach them to this Pokemon. Not loving it, because like I said a minute ago, the whole attach to yourself and then sit in the active waiting to be hit. But then we've got 4 energy, return 3 energy from this Pokemon to your hand, deal 180 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's 180 to the bench. That's kind of ridiculous. And we've still got Frostmoth to accelerate all the energy you want. In a Frostmoth deck, I love Kyogre. I absolutely adore it, especially since you're returning energy to your hand, ready to attach to a different Pokemon next turn, so if you do get KO'd, you don't even lose the energy. This Kyogre is one of the ones from this video I am really watching. Now, Exeggutor comes in, free energy 110, no, but single energy, 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon. I mean, look, the deal is this. It's a stage 1 Pokemon single energy, although it is a coloured energy, which is kind of annoying. But if you're playing any energy-intensive deck, consider playing a short line of this with a bit of Psychic Energy to hit a new weakness or just a big end-game attack. Might be good. Now, Jynx comes in here, and this is one of the best cards in the set. At least in this video. It's a really good card. Because if this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from your opponent's Pokemon V's attacks, they don't take any prize cards. They still get the KO, but they don't take any prize cards. But then we've got 2 energy, 10 damage, plus 10 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. And this is a classic 2-hit KO Pokemon, because you can use all those double energies, twin energy and double turbo energy, which is really good. But then you deal a decent, if you deal like 200 damage, or even less than that, to be honest, like 160, 170 with anything, then all of a sudden Jynx can come in and just finish anything off. I mean, remember that Wobbuffet we were all using a few years ago? Now, admittedly, Wobbuffet did have ability lock, which was very, very different, I'll grant you. But still, this was the same kind of thing, and actually, it was good as a 2-hit KO Pokemon. So, it's a really good 2-hit KO Pokemon that then doesn't give up a prize when KO'd. Yeah, this is one to really keep an eye on. Now, speaking of legendary Pokemon, I told you we'd have a bunch. There is a new Tapu Lele. Lovely artwork on this one, incidentally. 2 energy, 20 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon, which is really cool, but it's actually the same attack as we see on Tapu Lele GX, although Tapu Lele GX didn't hit for weakness, and this totally does. Something to bear in mind. 3 energy, 100 damage, heal 30 is not good, ignore it, but the first attack on this Tapu Lele I really, really like. We've then got ourselves a new Sizzle. We've got a couple of metal Pokemon to talk about. And this new Sizzle, single energy, 30 damage, flip a coin if head 60. No, that's terrible. 3 energy, 80 damage, but against a basic, it does 80 more. Problem is, most basics you're going to want to go after are Pokemon V, and this doesn't do enough damage to KO Pokemon V. So, we've seen some good Sizzle in the past. This is not one of them. Now, Bisharp comes along as well. 2 energy, 70 damage, no. Single energy, 20 damage, draw 2 cards. Nah. On a basic Pokemon, 20 damage, draw 2, I could see. On a stage 1, no. No, I don't like that very much at all, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. But I do very much like the Smeargle. Now, Smeargle comes in here as a hyper interesting Pokemon. And what we've basically got here is one attack worth talking about. 2 energy, 30 damage is not. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy from there to one of your Pokemon in play. And there's a bunch of attacks I've said in this video, oh, I'd like it on a basic. Well, this is on a basic and I like it. Alright? If you've got an energy-hungry deck and you want to get a bunch of energy down, this is a really good option for getting that energy on in the early game, and I love it. To finish off in the Pokemon, we've got a Chatot, which has absolutely stunning artwork. It's by Sui, not one of my favourite artists, but oh my goodness, I adore this artwork. Single energy, 10 damage, no. Single energy, discard a card, draw 2, no. It's not good, but oh, that artwork is a thing of absolute beauty, ladies and gentlemen. A thing of absolute beauty. But then there are a couple of trainer cards we need to have a quick chat about as well. There is Emergency Jelly. And weirdly, I was in the Japan Center yesterday, as I record this, and they were selling literally this, which I kind of enjoyed. It is a Pokemon tool, and at the end of each player's turn, if the Pokemon this card is attached to has any damage counters on it, and 30 or less HP remaining, you heal 120 and discard it. Healing 120 is good, but so much has to go right for this to actually be used that I don't like it, because it's never actually going to work. Now, we've also got Capture Aroma, a new item card. Lets you flip a coin. If heads, grab an evolution Pokemon. If tails, get a basic Pokemon and put it into your hand. Good news is it's an item card that searches a Pokemon with no discard or any of that rubbish, which is good. Bad news is you can't actually choose. You either get a basic or an evolution, and sometimes you're going to have decks that just need to get Pokemon out in the early game, and so this is going to work quite nicely. But I think the majority of decks are going to either really want basics or really want evolution, and for that reason it's just not really going to work. Although I'd love to be wrong, this is a cool card. Furisode, we did talk about briefly the other day, and we looked at these new secret rares. But what we've got here is a card that lets you search your deck for a basic Pokemon, bench it, and if you want, switch it with the active. And as I told you the other day, things like Miltank are going to thrive with this, because Miltank, it doesn't just not give up a prize, it can't be damaged by a Pokemon V. So you search it out, switch it into the active, don't take any damage, it's good. And I think Furisode in some decks is going to be amazing. And then finally, we got V-Guard Energy. It's a colorless energy that means you take 30 less damage from attacks of your opponent's Pokemon V. And frankly, it's about time that Pokemon V got a bit more hate. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Not all of these cards look good, but some of these I really like. The Arcanine, the Articuno looks very, very fun. The Tapu Lele's got a huge amount of potential. Some of these look very, very good indeed. Oh, and the Jynx. The Jynx, I hate Jynx as a Pokemon, but I really like the card. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to you guys. Tell me which of these are your favourite. Tell me which you're excited about. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG where you can join the Discord and chat Pokemon with us. There are weekly bonus polls. This week I'm telling you all about my trip to Worlds. And I give shout-outs to people like the lovely Martin Cornwall, who has been supporting PTCG Radio literally since I started the podcast in 2012. So Martin is one of the original PTCG Radio supporters, and I can confirm Martin is a very lovely dude. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.